Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. There was a complication and the stream ended. Sorry. This is the new one. What do you? So the final score for the Canada Watan Warriors was 103 runs for the loss of 5 at the end of the inning. So the USA Incredibles have to chase a score of 194. The required run rate is 9.70. The pace as the end. So yeah, let's see the plan for the Incredibles. I believe they will start opening with Muhammad Fahad and Muhammad Nazim, but I am not 100% sure. Let's see what the Incredibles can bring to this game, and let's see if they can chase this score. It's quite high if you ask me, but anything is possible in this game. I'll be back very soon. Well, this is quite the change of plans here. We have Isa Omar and Matansh opening for the Incredibles here. Both of them quite experienced batsmen, but last game Isa did not have quite the start as he scored only 1 run from 5 deliveries and he got out. But maybe this is different with some newfound passion as he seemed quite confident. These two running on the field, looking very promising for the Incredibles. We have Matansh last game scoring, I think, 25, I believe. He's a very good batsman. He's quite young, both of them. Isa is 18, and Matansh, I believe, is around the same age, 17, 18. Both young batsmen. Let's see what they can do. I believe this could be either a very good high-scoring game. Yeah. It's looking very promising for the Incredibles as Matansh, who is very experienced and proven to have been very good. Khan bowling this first over of the second inning. Target for the Incredibles is 194. Isa Matansh talking it out. I believe this could be very possible. Isa also coming all the way from Sydney, Australia, who plays for the Cricket Pacers Academy. And he played with his team along with Ibrahim Khan in the Liberty Cup just last week. Let's see what they can do Isa on strike to begin with the first ball of this over. Let's see if Isa and Matanj can make a good partnership here. Isa has not done good in his past couple games, but this could be very different today, as seemed to have found lots of confidence this morning. He looks very excited, saying, I'm going to score big today. So let's see about that. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This game is about to get started with the second inning. My bad. Second inning of this match. Khan opening for the first over. Isa and Matanj opening for the Incredibles. Isa on strike currently. Let's see what these two can bring. Matanj playing very well yesterday, scoring most of the runs for the Incredibles. Isa hasn't had the best start yesterday, but let's see if he can change that and turn this around. Isa scanning the surroundings, seeing where the fielders are. Getting ready to face the first ball of the second inning. Han getting ready to ball here. Isa ready.
First ball here. First single.
GG. I just sent it. Yep. It's too close for comfort there. Just barely missing the stumps. Too close, but let's hope he can bounce back. This is Matanj on strike, facing Khan. Let's see what Matanj can do. Isa barely getting away with that first one. This is Khan with the second ball of the over. Matanj facing this. That's barely got a piece of it. Team asking for him to catch it, but that was just not far enough for the wicketkeeper. Some disappointment with the wicketkeeper, but that a little bit close. A bit of a rough start for the Incredibles. They need 193 runs from 118 balls. This will be quite a tough chase. So they can get some boundaries, and let's see if they can ease the pressure. That's nicely played. Be a dot ball. Some good fielding from the Watan Warriors here. It's very tight, compact, and it's very well played. Don's looking for a gap to find and get that shot in somewhere. Let's see, faces his third ball. That's a very good ball. Some confusion. Not sure why Isa didn't want to run there. Matanj looks a little bit disappointed, but I guess he's okay with it. It's very well balled. Nothing you can do about that. Matanj eager to get off the line, get some runs in, as he should be, with quite a high-scoring game here. Matanj facing his fourth ball. That's a massive swing. Swing and a miss. It's quite surprising to see from Matanj. Usually he gets a piece on that.
No, it's back back on the plate, ready for the pitch to be pitched.
It's an amazing over from Han. Almost a maiden over here. Only giving him 1 run so far with 4 dots. It's quite extraordinary.
I'm hungry, bro.
That's a big swing. It's good fielding. They're good hustling as well. That's a double right there. Watan's almost getting a piece of that to go for 6, but just hits the bottom of the bat and goes for a double. Quite an over from Khan, but that is the USA Incredibles with just only 3 runs from 1 over with the loss of 0. And at this point in time, the Canada Watan Warriors had 25 runs in the first over, so it's quite slow. Too close for comfort there. That's a lot of bowling. The next over, Isa on strike. Let's see what he can do. The first ball was a bit close for comfort, but let's see if he can change that and get a piece of it. Run rate's quite low as required. Run rate keeps going up with each ball. That's a massive swing. Goes over the fielder. Might go for 4. Believe it just stops right before the boundary. Almost a 4. Not sure if it was, but quite unlucky for Isa. It's good running between the two. Quite quick between the wickets as they're both very young and youthful. Seems like they will not have any trouble with running between these wickets. Almost a 4, but just barely didn't reach the boundary. Interesting run up from Asghar. Oh, that's a nice ball. Isa looking for that shot. As you can see, he's swinging quite big coming off his crease there. Trying to find his way through that pace. Just can't find quite yet. This is the third ball of the over. Isa facing this one. That's nicely played. Looking for a catch. Should be. And he's caught it. Went straight up. Fortunately not reaching the boundary. Not going far enough. That's Isa again out on a low score. This is his 5th game. Scoring very low and getting out. It's very unfortunate. Keeps getting caught. It's part of the game though, and it is what it is. As incredible the first wicket lost. That is the Canada Watan Warriors with a wicket in the second over. Not the start the Incredibles want, as they cannot lose wickets too quickly like their last match. Otherwise, they will not be able to get the score, I believe. It's quite unfortunate for Isa here. Coming back quite disappointed with his performance. Fortunate catch. This is Anas in for Isa. Let's see what he can do with Matanch here. Let's see what Anas can do with Matanch. Matanch looking very promising as he gets into his rhythm and confidence. Anas fresh. Let's see if he can handle the balling from Azhar. That's a big appeal. It's called not out. That is not something you want to see from the Incredibles. Quite unfortunate at that. That was too close if that was called out. I mean, if that was out, that would have been devastating for the Incredibles. Which is some quality bowling from Azhar so far. And us looking to warm up and get into that rhythm and get confident. It's not something you want to see, though. That's a big shot, almost caught, but that will go for 4. Just getting past the slip. The wicketkeeper. It's a lucky 4 there, but Incredibles will be happy with that. And well, 4 is a 4, you know. It's the first boundary of the match for the Incredibles. Let's see if they can keep going and use that for momentum. Anas facing his 3rd delivery. Quite a good ball. Looking to get 2 runs here. Some good running between the two. Very calm double. There's the over as USA Incredibles with 11 runs with the loss of 1 in 2 overs. This is a very slow start. Incredibles need to pick up the pace here or else they will not win this match. As at this mark in time, the Watan Warriors had to 40 runs at this mark. Donch now on strike with the wind picking up a little bit here. More clouds coming in. It's nice overcast. Donch on strike for this one. See how he can handle this. Ball coming in. That's a good ball. Barely gets a piece of that. Almost bowled there. Anas and Matanch need to get their head in the game. This is Abdullah bowling to Matanch. Anas. That's a balancer. Nicely played by Anas. Simple single. Easily fielded. Incredibles off to a very slow start. Not sure how they're gonna get back from this, so that's a good hit, but it does not go too far. Be a calm single for the Incredibles. Easily fielded. Big swing by Matanch. Looking at his bat, probably got the bottom of his bat. Not too good. Looking for that middle spot, just misses it. Ball does not travel. Anas now facing Abdullah. Abdullah giving up 3 singles with the 3 balls he's delivered. Let's see how this ball goes. It's bowled. And that's a beautiful ball. Almost gets bowled just in between. That is very lucky for Anas. That is very close. That is something you do not want to see for the Incredibles there. Anas needs to get in his game and get pinpoint with that bat. Cannot let that ball slip through. This one wicket could change this game. Anas now up to bats against Abdullah. That's a big swing. That goes for 4. It's a good shot by Anas, getting more comfortable in his zone. That is a well-needed boundary here. I think Anas is getting more into his rhythm and getting his confidence up. Of course, the last ball being very close to going to that boundary. It's a good shot. Let's see if Anas can continue and Watan can continue with racking up their runs. 11 runs off of 6 deliveries for Asad. Off to a better start than Matanj. Last ball of the over. Anas facing this one. That's well bowled, but it's played pretty well. It's good fielding. It's a calm single, Matanj. It's the end of the over. That's USA Incredibles with 19 runs, loss of 1 in 3 overs. Anas with 12 runs off of 7, and Matanj with 4 runs off of 7. These two have a combined partnership of 16 runs from 14 deliveries. Let's see what they can bring to this next one. Anas seems to be on strike for the next one as well. Don stretching. I believe Matan should be on strike, but currently Anas. Incredibles needing 175 from 102. That's well bowled. Team making lots of noise for Abdullah. Sorry for the bowler. Not sure why the score is not updating. Anas, that's a big swing. Maybe a catch, but no, just barely short. It'll be a single for the Incredibles. Almost a catch, that one, but just wasn't close enough for the fielder. Incredibles slowly working their way, but currently still very slow on the runs here. Let's see what they can do. The remaining overs, this is Khan bowling. Danch now on strike. That's well bowled, that one. Team around making lots of noise. That's a nice swing. Should have been caught, but that was dropped. It's very close, that one. But Danch will need to stay in for the Incredibles as he's a very important batsman, proven to have scoring a lot of runs for them. If he gets out, that will be very bad for the Incredibles. He's a key part in their role. It's a very key position in scoring those runs. Lots of appeal. Not sure what's happening with Mustanch right now. Having lots of trouble getting to the ball. That swing was not very good if you ask me. I barely missed it. Need to fix this up. Another good swing that should go for 4. And it does. This is the type of batting the Incredibles need to win this match. They need more boundaries. I feel like Matanch is getting more into that zone. He's getting more confident with the shots, although he's had some close calls so far. Slowly getting more comfortable on the crease. This is Anas on the crease. Currently have a required run rate of 10.62, so they will definitely need to pick up the runs here and get some boundaries in, as these singles and doubles won't really work for them. Anas slowly getting his runs up with 17 runs from 13 balls. He's looking to score more runs here. Here to win, as the win is needed unless they need to win today. They need to win this morning and afternoon if they want to advance to semifinals. The Watan Warriors looking to win this match and secure their spot in the semifinals. It's a good shot. Might go for 4, but it stops right before the boundary. That will be a double. Azor bowling. That's a big shot. That's a 6.
Gone for 6 here by Matanch. What a shot.
Anas.
Anas. Wait, what? It's messed up? Oh, damn. It's messed up, guys. Gone for Anas. Gone for 6 here with Anas. Good stuff here. Anas getting that groove on, that momentum here. It's great from Anas here. We'd love to see it. But on the flip side, the Watan Warriors threw a wicket early on. Not great. Hybrid shot, yard gone. That looks like it's maybe 4. That is a 4. Great batting here from Anas. Never mind, it's a double. No, yeah, it's a 4. It's 4. Anas, 21 runs, 11 deliveries. Matanj, 8 runs, 11 deliveries. Let's see here. Asgar, bowling. That might be also gone for 4. This is a good performance. Confidently batting. Anas is good batting here, very confident. We'd love to see it, you know. Scar getting nervous with the ball in his hands. A Scar here, delivery, shot. That might just go for 4. There it is. Not really. Go short, only for a single or a double.
Would have went for a 4, but that's amazing fielding. Square leg. Thing. It's good fielding. Barely gets a hand on it. Just barely grabs it. So that's what we're going for. It's amazing batting by Anas in this over. 3 boundaries. That is Matanj on strike, currently looking to get his boundary. That's a big swing. Should go for. Looks to be 6. That's a 4, actually. That's called a 4 by the umpire, but still it's a good shot. That is an expensive over by Azhar. It seems that Matanj and Anas are slowly finding their way and gaining their confidence. Good batting by the two. Not sure why that was called as a 4. I believe that should have been a 6, but is what it is. That is the U.S. Incredibles with 45 runs with a loss of 1 in 5 overs. That over was very important for them as they caught up with a lot of the runs there, scoring 18 runs in that over alone. Sorry, I meant 21 actually. It's almost half their runs so far. It's quite expensive over. Simple shot, nicely played. That is a single for the Incredibles. Although it's a good shot, Incredibles still need to get those boundaries in if they want to have a shot at winning this. This is Matanj on strike. Let's see what he can do facing Abdullah. That's a big swing. Matanj looking to go for 2. Anas not interested. It's good fielding. At a steady pace, 2 singles in this over so far from 2 deliveries. Anas maybe looking to get another boundary as he is currently on a roll with 31 from 15 deliveries. This is the 3rd ball from Abdullah coming to Anas. That's a big swing, might just go up. That should be a catch. That's straight up. And he's dropped the catch. Wow, this is insane. That was a simple catch straight up square leg, and he's just dropped the catch. This is unfortunate for the Watan Warriors. This is mistakes you just can't make. That might have just been the deciding out. And he's just dropped it. Anas barely getting away with that one. Very lucky. Unfortunate for the Watan Warriors. That's a big swing. Might go for 4. Just does not reach the boundary. It's a simple, light single. That's 50 up for the Incredibles. Let's see if they can go even farther. Matanch and Anas with a partnership of 47 runs from 30 balls. That's a nice ball, but it's well played by Matanch for another single. Matanch and Anas slowly working their way. The Incredibles need 143 more from 85 balls. This will be, again, a very tough chase for the team. But they might be able to do it if they can get their head in the game and hit those boundaries as needed. It's well played. Misfielded, resulting in an extra run. Fielder absolutely rocketing the ball. And this is players getting some water currently. It's USA Incredibles with 52 runs, with the loss of 1 in 6 overs. Seemed to have slowed down compared to the last over. Now with Metanch and Anas in both of them having water and having a little talk currently. Let's see what they can bring on so far. Anas seeming to get into his rhythm and gaining confidence. Although he has had very close calls, 3 of them already. Seems to still be confident with his shots, swinging that bat. Don slowly getting his way, currently very slow on the score, but he is working his way. Currently, these two have a decent partnership, looking to get even more. Not sure if there'll be a wicket soon, unless may get outs with the way things have been going recently. Currently, it is Matanch and Anas. Anas getting some more water. Opting for no helmet appears. This is the first time I've seen something like this, but Anas wearing no helmets and wearing a cap for the spinner. See how he does, probably because of the heat out here with the sun blazing down. Looking to get some shade under that cap. It's well bowled. Simply played for a single. This is Matanch on strike. Let's see what he can do facing Abdullah. Sorry, not Abdullah. Shahid. It's easily fielded. Good try by Matanch. Scoring is messed up. It is currently Matanch on strike, not Anas. There you go. That's a sweep shot. Might go for 4. Easily fielded. Dunst is visibly mad as they could have easily got another run there, but Anas clearly not interested in that. Not sure why Anas wouldn't run as they need runs right now. That's nicely played. Might be a run out. It's good running. Big appeal. Nothing given. Watan saying some words to Anas. The US Incredibles slowly increasing their run rates. Required is still 10.37. Might have been a run out. Appeal, but nothing given by the umpire. This is speedy running between the two. This is becoming very close. Anas facing. That's a big swing. Didn't even go anywhere. That is an over as US Incredibles with 56 runs, loss of 1 at 7 overs. Incredibles currently have a run rate of 8 runs, and the required is 10.62. Slowly coming on to that required need, but not quite there yet, as they need more boundaries and more runs to win this match. Going for the reverse sweep. Might have been stumped from behind. Nothing given once again. This team is very eager to get stumping and try to catch the batsman off his crease. Guns on strike, simply playing it. It's a good ball, result in a single. That's wide ball. Almost caught. Hitting the pads of Madanch. Using his foot to stop the ball from hitting the stumps. Madanch seeming to not be able to find his rhythm here. Can't really hit too much today. Not sure what's happening. It's usually a batsman who can score good. Watan to the big swing. That's good fielding though. Results in a single. Exceptional fielding from the Watan Warriors. As the US Incredibles run rate is slowly dropping. Running again. It's good bowling. Matanch and Anna's partnership of 56 from 43. Those is quite a good partnership. It's a bit too slow if they want to win this match. They need more runs. Desperately. And these singles just won't work out. They're going to need lots of boundaries very soon. It's good running, no doubt, but the boundaries are more needed currently. Anas and Matan's getting some water. It's USA Incredibles with 62 runs, loss of 1, 8 overs. Big swing from Matanch, and he is out, caught out. This is a very unfortunate event for the Incredibles, as they were relying on him to score most of the runs today. That's very unfortunate for the Incredibles. It's a very needed wicket for the Watan Warriors, and it's looking like Incredibles will not win this game today. Good effort by Matanch, just too short to make. Now seems to be Medic, I believe. Matanch had a decent run of 21 runs off of 23 deliveries. Very unfortunate out for him. I'm sure the team was planning that he would stay in a bit longer, as he usually does. He is out. Anas now to continue. 36 from 21. See if Shahid can continue his run. Maybe get a wicket. Another one at least. Or if Incredibles can get into the rhythm now and get some runs in. It's not the start that Incredibles want. It's looking very unlikely now, as they're slowing down with the runs. It's a good ball. If you single, you can slip up. Unless now on strike. just barely gets a touch on that, and he's out. Anas is out. Caught from behind, just barely gets a piece of the ball, and he's out. Very angry on that. Walking back to the tent in disbelief. This might be the downfall of the USA Incredibles. Now as Malik Asad is in. Now is Anas. A good run at 36 runs from 21 deliveries. This is very unfortunate for the team. The Incredibles seems like they will lose this one. They need 131 from 70 balls. There are many boundaries that are needed to win this game. That is a very difficult score to chase at this point in time, as their scoring rate is very, very low. A very high required rate. Seems like Abdurrahman is taking the spot for Anas, along with Malik Asad. Let's see what he can do with Abdurrahman being the wicketkeeper for the Incredibles. See if he can use those skills and maybe get the bat to the ball. It's very good fielding there. Would have resulted in, I believe, would have been 4. That's going for a double. It's good running by the 2. Simply fielded. Not sure why the score's not updating. Welcome Abdurrahman. It's one up. That's going to be a dot ball. This is quite the over from Shahid. So far, that's 2 wickets, and that's only 1 run given. Not sure how Abdurrahman is gonna be alongside with Malik Asad. Abdurrahman currently getting his helmet. Let's see what these two can do. Maybe help the Incredibles pull away with a win. It's very unlikely at this moment in time, as this run rate is very low. And boundaries are needed for the Incredibles that they are just not getting. Nicely played. See how Abdurrahman can handle this bowling. He was Incredibles with 66 runs, loss of 3. at 9.1 overs. 9.2 now. Incredibles needed 128 more from 65 balls. Is very, very unlikely. Same thing, playing very defensively, getting these singles, but this will not be enough, will not be sufficient for the team to win. And I believe if the Incredibles lose this, they do not have a shot at the semifinals. They have a game later today at 3:15, I believe, which will also be live streamed, so tune in to watch that one. That's Big Appeal not out. These two batsmen struggling to get runs, or I should say boundaries, which are needed in this moment in time. That's very close.
Mohamed.
Sweep shot and he misses. Let's do it.
That's the end of that over. 67, 3 out, 10 overs. Malik up to bat against Mohammed. Wait. See? Balls. Where is it? Going deep for a single. Shahid bowling. That goes. Another single. Two singles. Abdurrahman up. Bowling. That flipped. Goes for another single. Stopped early. First circle. It's like maybe a dot. It is a dot. Wow. And then again stopped that first circle. Another dot. Really good over for Shahid there. But on the flip side, Incredibles are not on pace for the runs they need. Oh, that's a shot there. Might be caught. Drops, not caught. Looks like maybe a single. Incredibles really need to do something here. They want to win. It doesn't look like that's possible. Red dot. T-shirt basketball here. Goes and sweeps but missed. Oh, that goes right straight to keeper. Goes deep. Received. Goes for a single. Rahman. Up to bat. Shot again. Oh, goes for it. Oh, stopped early and in a circle again. It's got a dot here. Mohammed Mujadaba is up the ball. Hits. Goes for a single. Who runs? Oh, ball is lost. What is going on? Looks like some confusion here with the fielding team. Watan Warriors. Decent shot here. Brothers really are stuck in some deep mud. Doesn't look like he's gonna be able to get out as no chances for them to get that opening with a 4 or 6er. Very slow pace of the game. The Watan Warriors are doing a really great job just keeping that momentum, keeping it hard for Carlos to hit. Their run up to that. 7 for 10 deliveries. Muhammad Nashdaba. That goes deep for a single. Shahid up next. Over-ended 77, 78 runs for 3 out, 12 overs. Ball going. Okay, 1 second, guys. it up here for The Incredibles. But doesn't seem likely that they will win this match, as they need 195. Incredibles really need to start hitting if they want to at least get a close chance to victory, but looks like the Watan Warriors are going to take this one home. Ravindu, the man that hit crazy this first inning, is now ready to ball. See his ability today against Malik 15 off of 16 deliveries. Abdul Rahman 19 off 16 deliveries. 100 runs, 3 out, 14 overs. Let's go. Ravindu comes in, slices, and that goes for a single.
Let's see what Abdurrahman can do. He goes for a big shot with sweep and ends up missing. At this point, it's done for the Incredibles. With no boundaries on the way, there's no way we can win this. Incredibles are a done team. Watan Warriors have pretty much secured their spot in the semifinals with this win. It's called wraps for the Incredibles. That's a massive shot. Goes for 6. Not sure if there still even is a chance, even with that. They will need to keep hitting shots like that, but it'll be tough to do because recently they have not been doing that. So yeah. Let's see if Incredibles can continue to hit like this. Highly doubt it with the way they've been playing so far. Within this. Not sure what happened there. Clouds are coming over. It's some overcast. some storms might be rolling in any minute now. This game might be over by the time the storms roll in. Seeming like a lost hope for the Incredibles here. It's a wide ball. Left that as a wide. Might even go for 4 stops up before the grass. Some good running there. See what he can make out of this ball. It's heavily needed. These storm clouds, these dark clouds are coming quick. Not sure. That's a nice shot. Should go for 4. That will go for 4. Not sure if it's too late for that. Does not matter at this point in time. Incredibles not having enough overs to create something.
Gone for. No. You guys hold on or no?
It's looking like there will be a big storm coming. Simple play. That might go for 4. Pitch stops it as grass. Not sure. Gonna go. Carroll's pretty much lost at this point. 76 from 28 balls. Just seems unlikely. Rahman 31 from 22. And Medic from 17 runs off of 20 deliveries. Big clouds rolling in. Not sure if there'll be any rain. Looks like there will be, but not quite sure. Light. Okay. That's a big swing. That goes for 4. Oh, it's stiff. looking like Incredibles will not win this match. Required run weight is too much. Okay. Keeper with a nice slide. It's just not enough. These batsmen need boundaries soon. If not now. Clouds are rolling over. There's a light drizzle on the field. Nicely played. That should go for 4. But is it too late? As the winds are picking up and you can hear some thunder in the distance. This match might have to be delayed. If not, just called as a win for the Watan Warriors.